What's up, people? Alright, we're playing with compost piles again. I'm learning as I go, and I think one thing we're going to try to do is work on this little mess here. We've got limbs and table scraps and this chipper, and we need to confine this. One problem we're getting is when I'm putting like vegetables and especially fruit scraps like watermelon rinds and things, they're just getting robbed out of it before it breaks down. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the old pickup and some old pallets, take these pallets, we're going to do a 3-wall, and then I'm going to do chicken wire in the front. We're going to go ahead and unload the pallets and get them screwed together, and then we're going to grab some chicken wire tomorrow and make a front gate, like a chicken wire front gate, or I can just hook it and unhook it and keep everything in there, keep airflow, but keep the deer, keep my dog out of it. I think my dog is the main contributor to I think my dog is the main problem with getting shit stolen out of it. This camera, I got the GH5 blues here, never focuses on me. Good Lord. Alright, well, we're going to attempt to make a video. They're never going to stand up by themselves, so this might be a little challenging, but we're going to get it. I haven't really planned any of this out. I just rolling with it. I had a couple pallets, and I got a stack of pallets. Actually, I've been getting them from a business that's next to where I work, and they just give them to me. They don't keep them, so I got ample supply of pallets when I need them, which is great. I'm just going to take some 3-inch exterior screws and try to run them together at the corners and hold it together in a 3-wall deal. So we're going to give it a shot here and see what happens by myself. My helper's disappeared on me. think that's going to work pretty good. I don't think my head's the right pitch on. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's going to do good. I'm just going to run 2 screws in the corners, and on each side I want to do 1 more wall, and that'll allow me to fence off the front, you know, with the chicken wire, and keep my critters out. And my dog Haley came in the house the other day. I was working, Melanie was home, and she let her out the back to use the bathroom, and she comes back in with a big rotten piece of watermelon rind and jumps up on the couch with it. So we're trying to prevent that mainly. I think that'll do it. That's going to work. Gives me a little bin to pile stuff up in. Like I said, and I filmed that too when I get the chicken wire, hopefully tomorrow. We'll just strap it across the front, and I can start shoving stuff in. You take the chicken wire off, and, you know, take a pitchfork, roll it around, or shovels, or whatever. Keep it aerated. Let that stuff break down. We'll just keep piling that up, and I may even do another one next to it. We'll see. We'll get this one up and going fully and breaking down, and maybe we'll do another one next to it. Hey, we might do 4 or 5. I don't know if I can keep enough material. Trying to put a word into some tree companies. Not only getting some logs for our little firewood operation, but getting chips to you know, mulch. I want to keep some big piles, keep them breaking down, to start making my own mulch. And the blueberries and the muscadines that we're going to start with, I'm going to need a lot of mulch, and this ain't going to cut it. This will be good to break down for maybe next spring or later, just to start our little garden with, you know, tomatoes and cucumbers and squashes and whatnot. But anyway, simple little project you can do for free, really. I mean, just find you some pallets and a couple 3-inch screws. You really didn't need a 3-inch. Probably could have done it with an 1 3/4 or 2-inch or whatever. This kind of stuck out the other side a little bit, but it's not in any danger to poke anybody, so we're good. Don't have much. I think we've gotten robbed out of most of what we already had. So, and of course, I'll push this in, so it's piling up inside the walls. And the good thing about the pallets is they're vented, and they won't last forever. They'll break down and end up being mulch one day too. But they will let the air flow through, and we get a whole lot of sunlight here. We do get some. I kind of cleared this area out, and hopefully we'll clear some more out. But it gets an ample amount of sun. I might trim a couple limbs to let a little more in to beat down on it, but I don't think it's going to take long. We had a good head start with our worm farm operation and the tote, which is most of this dirt here, and we go through a lot of eggs. So we have tons of eggshells and whatnot. So a lot of bark, a lot of sawdust, a lot of chips, and have not tried the chipper since the first video. It's been sitting here under a tarp. Just trying to keep it out of the weather. We've got a lot of rain, so I haven't had the opportunity to really play with it again. Wasn't too impressed with it the first time, but it will make chips. It's just a slow go. You can't have any straggler little pieces hanging off. You got to have all that stuff lopped off to get it through. But you know, it is what it is. It'll get me by for now, and maybe we'll sell it later and get something bigger and badder as the budget allows. So anyway, we're having fun with it. Next step will be just to get some wire on it. I'm not worried about the top, just the front, just to keep the dog out mainly, and deer, rabbits, and whatnot. We do have a ton of rabbits in these bushes right here. This is their little kingdom right here, and these aren't little rabbits either. These jokers are giant. I get hungry. I may have to smoke one. This is our path for. We usually keep some deer blocks or something right here. Corn, but the geese get into the corn quite a bit. But this is our path into the woods, and that's where the deer like to pop out in the evening too. But this area through here is just covered in rabbits. We'd like to thin it out a little bit, but anyway, that's what we got going on. Had a new Jeep show up today. Gotta do some repairs to it. Got rid of a Hummer I was working on. Probably ought to do some more automotive videos. I just hadn't had a chance to do those. I will though. We got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm gonna try to chip this pile, turn this bad boy into some mulch, and hopefully it will feed the plants that will feed us one day, right? That's the idea. Did a lot of trimming back on some bushes today, cut the grass, got dumped on 2 different times while I was cutting. One time I was able to power through it cutting. The second storm, I had to get off and go in. I couldn't even see. Can't trust the weatherman. Weatherman said on the internet, this morning that it wasn't supposed to come in until about 3 or 4 o'clock. Well, it started at about 12:30. So anyway, it is what it is. Can't trust the weatherman. One of my favorite songs by Cadillac Sky. So look it up. It's funny. It's a good one. All right, I gotta go tend to a big green egg. I got some sausage on there, and gonna throw some shrimps on there. And here, eat some dinner, man. We've been working all day. It's rough. I'm hungry. All right, we'll see you in the second little section of this one. We get the chicken wire, get some more, maybe some more chipping done tomorrow. All right, peace. All right, we're back at it. We got some chicken wire. We're gonna build us a little door. Keep our dog out, keep the deer out, those rabbits out. Everything that I put in the last few weeks has just got eaten. It's become a buffet instead of a compost pile. So wire, didn't have any laying around. I'm not going to use nearly. I'm sure we're going to do another one of these. The dog that keeps. Baby girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why you keep eating all my compost? Huh? Why you keep eating my compost pile? Is looking for something to get into. This dog is a piece of work, let me tell you. 6 months old, about 50 pounds, full of energy, full of life, and full of bite. Let me tell you, this dog likes to bite everybody. Not aggressively, but just mouths everybody. Just, I gotta put her mouth on everything. She is definitely 100% a retriever. And that's alright. I mean, well, if you don't like your clothing, it's not alright, or it is alright. If you like your clothing not full of holes, it's not alright. How do you unwrap this stuff? She's tearing up something right now. It's got some baling wire around it, I believe. Interesting. You just cut this baling wire? Is that how it works? Or did I just screw up part of the fence? I don't know. Nah, it's baling wired together. I've never bought chicken wire, poultry fencing, or whatever they call it. We call it chicken wire. About how to Axmo dent. We don't want no Axmo dents. Well, that's kind of a pain in the butt. They put enough baling wire on this thing. The baling wire off of it. It's taking me forever. Alright. I have not gotten back on this chipper to play with it anymore after the first chipper video. It was a pretty slow go, but we will definitely be playing with that some more soon. So we got a lot of pruning we're about to start doing as we're coming into fall, hopefully soon. This was back. I'm hot. I'm ready for fall. Get rid of some of this humidity. Need some dry air. My goodness. I think they went just freaking bonkers with a baling wire. What's the deal with that? Good grief. I mean, is that necessary? That's insane. I think a little less would have held it. I mean, it was in this baling wire and it was in plastic. Keep the wires. If it doesn't wad up on me. I should not have worn. Should have worn my boots. Grass is still wet from last night's rain. My socks are wet. I feel the bugs bite my ankles. Nah, you don't want that, Bailey. Hell, I don't know if I want it. It's become a pain in the butt. It's becoming a pain in the butt. I got plenty of wire. I don't need any more wire. But I definitely don't need the dog chewing on it. Let's set this over here. Maybe she won't get it. Hang it up on the tripod. I think what I'm going to do is well, in the hell is going on here? Alright. She's kind of a pain in the butt. Which way I want the door to open. I need to go get my pitchfork. Be right back. Alright, we're going to have to move some of this back. There's a baseball in there. I wonder if that's good for your mulch. I'm not kidding. I'll bury that in there. That's a whole baseball. Hilarious. Just trying to skim the top. There's a lot of roots sticking up right here, so I'm having a little trouble. Alright. This is basically just the leftovers of my old little worm experiment in the tote. Which is really good dirt. There's a lot of coffee grounds, eggshells, peat moss, grass clippings, peat moss, eggshells. What else is in there? Watermelon rinds. It's just leftover pieces. Just general scrapping. Alright, let's see. That'll let me out low enough. What I want to do is this roll on the other side of this chipper here. Let that hold me in place a little bit, but she's not cooperating. To hang up on everything. Alright. would be helpful if I had another set of hands here. There's Bailey Girl. There's my robber. There's my little robber. Start smelling that compost, so it'll start burning up Bailey dog. Oh, she's already trying to dig in it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these NM staples. They're just U-shaped staples for like doing electrical work, wiring and stuff. And I'm just going to staple it with that. That was pretty. How bad are those sticking out of the side? Not too bad. Dog chasing the truck up the road. That's always good. I'm sure the neighbors are getting tired of her antics. I know you can't see what I'm doing from this angle, and it's probably a good thing. This is merely for keeping the critters out. That should be good. All right, I'm going to take my handy dandy dikes. It was caught up on my pocket knife in my pocket. I'll take a pair of dikes and just trim it on down through there. And I'm not sure how I'm going to fasten it where I can take it on and off, but we're might with some hooks or something. Here, I'll move this camera where you can see a little better. Get in here and snip it on down the line. Well, I may be getting out of line here. I don't know. I can trim it. I've been battling a head cold for about a week. Thought I had the COVID. Went and got tested with the family. None of us have it. We're all negative, which is a great thing. So you can get regular sick. Do you believe that? You can get regular sick. Just regular old sick these days. I didn't know you could do that anymore. But you can. Just like the good old days. A little sniffling. A little sneezing. Coughing and wheezing. Ain't no big deal. Heard a critter. She's wanting to roll up by herself. She's like, I got an automatic garage door opener. She'll lose her memory after a while, I believe. She won't want to fold around on you so bad, but like I said, I'm just keeping the dog out. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is just put a couple of these screws in it. Hey, I got to squat down and get in the camera frame. Alright, put some of these screws in it. They got a little head on, so hopefully I'll be able to just hook it. Leave them hanging out a little bit. We're going to give that a whirl. You can see what the hell I'm doing. Let's see. Let's see how that works. So yeah, that's it. I mean, that's gonna work. All I gotta do is just lift it up, just unhinge it, roll her back out of the way, and then you can load her in there. I got some nasty stuff in a bag. I'm gonna go ahead. I got some nasty stuff in a bag. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in there, and I'm out of focus. I can tell. All right, we've got a bag of some scraps that we've been keeping out of here, so the dog wouldn't take it out and it's gotten pretty funky. Go ahead and pour this in here. Let me get out of the frame. I'll pour it from back here so you can see. Juicies. Ooh, it's stanky. Oh, it's melted. I got it. Smells like vinegar. Oh, cardboard. I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, that's ripe. That is ripe. Yeah, we don't have to do that anymore. So we've got our compost pile figured out now. Got the little bin set up. We got the wire. I'm probably gonna build another one next to it so we can go and this will fill up fast. We won't probably be able to use it for a while. We're gonna latch her back. That'll work. That'll keep the dogs out. Roof. Alright. Now we gotta clean all this mess up, and I gotta go buy some auto parts for another project I'm working on. Well, compost pile is complete. Now we just gotta work on filling her up and letting it break down, keeping her stirred up. Hopefully we'll have some good dirt to use on our vegetable garden come next winter. Late winter we'll start planting. Might even get some stuff going in some small pots inside, waiting for winter to break, and then everything will be sprouted early. We can get it started early and get rolling, have some earlier crops hopefully. We'll make some more videos of that, of course, and if you like what you're seeing, please leave me a comment, hit subscribe, hit the like button, bell notification for more future videos. There's gonna be lots of content coming very soon. Trying to put out 2 or 3 videos a week right now. Working on video, trying to work out some glitches, and hopefully I'm in focus now, but I got something coming to help with the lens situation, the autofocus hopefully, and if not, then we'll drop back and punt. I've got a Panasonic GH5 with a Metabone speed booster and a Sigma 18-35 lens. I think the speed up the autofocus, so I've got that adapts that Sigma lens to a micro 4/3 camera, which allows me to use a full frame lens, like a Canon lens, on this micro 4/3 mirrorless camera. So I'm getting a regular adapter that does not have the speed booster in it, and I'm hoping that's going to take care of. If not, I'm going to have to buy a Panasonic lens that's specific for micro 4/3, and that's not cheap. The one I want's 12-35, and it's about $800, and I just don't have the funds to spend on that right now. So